Is downtown Vancouver in trouble? Last year, it saw 8% fewer visitors than the year before, which was the first time it had declined since the pandemic. Concerning for sure, but I'm not sure the story is as bleak as it seems. So every year, Downtown Van produces this report about statistics and trends on downtown Vancouver, which would likely use up all the toner in your printer if you tried to print it. And this year, it had some pretty interesting insights. For example, office vacancies had been creeping up since the pandemic, but now appear to be stabilizing at around 12%. Meanwhile, the demand for hotel rooms shot up 15%, but the supply of rooms only grew by 1%. And I don't know about you, but Taylor Swift brought a 26% increase in spending downtown that weekend. God, that was a dumb joke. But of course, the trend that stood out to me and many others the most was the decline in visitors downtown and the growth in retail vacancies. Empty storefronts here have crept up to nearly 15%, with vacancies on Granville Street expected to hit almost 30% this year. Those are concerning numbers, but if you dig deeper, the data tells a more complex story. Take Granville Street, for example. It gets a lot of flack in the press, but last year, it actually recorded more visitors than the previous year. Much of that growth was driven by the growing nightlife downtown, which saw a 37% increase in visitors since 2023. The biggest drop was actually on Alberni Street, which saw nearly 12% fewer visitors than the previous year. I guess people just aren't in the mood for luxury handbags right now. So for me, the real story isn't that downtown visits are declining across the board, but that they may be evolving, perhaps with a renewed focus on a nightlife and experience-based economy. And I think what's happening here is part of a larger story that's unfolding in cities all over the world. What's the future of downtowns post-pandemic, post-remote work? The data around that story is just starting to emerge now, so I'll be paying close attention to reports like this in the future. If you'd like to check it out for yourself, you can find it at dtvan.ca.